Hello and welcome back to my second channel, Shwabados, and to the first reaction in a while that is not actually being streamed live on twitch.tv/Shwabadi, because this time we have early access to the Isekai Cypher by RUSTAGE. So I'm going to be recording this now on Thursday and uploading it right after the original video goes live tomorrow at like 10 PM UK time or whatever. This is quite an exciting cypher, not because of the topic of the cypher. It's an Isekai cypher. I really don't know a lot of isekais. I've barely watched any, so we're not really here for the topic of the cypher, but I'm kind of here for the names that are on this cypher. This is a lot of people maybe you haven't seen before or heard from before, a lot of kind of smaller artists, newer names that I'm really excited to see, and a lot of people from kind of outside the community or different communities. So I always like to see shit like this, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to try not to pause too much because I don't want to turn this 5-minute song into a 20-minute long video. But, you know, sometimes I get a little carried away talking about the bars. So anyway, without any further ado, let's listen. Okay.
Wake up, looks like I'm back from death, cause the cycle's never ending, gotta catch a breath. What happens next starts when the sky resets. I am the best, make a hater cry like Rem. I'ma bring the magic, media, pop, how I decimate the planet. Media, think if I did it again it'd be easier. You won't impress me if you're not Emilia. Right hard in my buzz, I'm owning it, leaving them charred from the cut when they're blown up. It's call me a white knight like Luke soldiers, but I'm staying hunting scare worlds like it's Moby Dick. I'm known for this, repeat. Okay,
I have no idea what series this is, but there's like some dinosaur in the background. So I'm into it, you know what I mean? There's a couple of bars in here which reference things from outside of whatever series this is, so I am picking up on some of it, but I have no idea what he's talking about. But I really like his flow and delivery on this. It's very, very solid.
Like Luke soldiers, but I'm staying hunting scare worlds like it's Moby Dick. I'm known for this, repeat like it's Groundhog Day. Wait till my life will be future-proof. They know I got drive, so that's why they call me Subaru.
Okay. Nothing too complex there. I think I got that. Let's go. Breton Boy next. He's a voice we've heard before.
Call me Subaru.
Just hopped in the Isekai. Ops looking at me like he's the guy. I'm the opponent they beaten by. No need to try, just look at how Badia died. Save the drip, no aqua when I've been revived. Bring the pain, it's darkness you see tonight. Damn, that's a shack at the walls of a tractor. Now I woke up to a chick in a tractor.
I like that. Attractor to attractor. Yeah, I like that flip a lot. Hold on. I really like what he's doing here.
Opponent they beat him by.
He like came in with that really like aggressive like da 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 da, but he's like switching up really. I love when people are very versatile with their delivery. The way they just like say words can be so different throughout a verse is like really nice, and it keeps things so fresh.
No need to try, just look at how Badia died. Save the drip, no aqua when I've been revived. Bring the pain, it's darkness you see tonight. Damn, there's a shack at the walls of a tractor. Now I woke up to a chick in a tractor. Your chick like Megumin, way that she just wanna bang. Soon as we done, she laid down on the floor. You can tell that she can't even stand.
This is Konosuba, right? Megumin, Konosuba, right? Deadass. I think I have not seen a single show in this cypher, but this is Konosuba.
They know to fear me, I'm ready to steal. They can tell by the moves on my head. Nito boxed up in my room, now I'm deep in the box of the goddess that watches this land. Ay.
I'm armored up for all situations, +3 and still upgrade. And they
I like that verse. Two solid verses so far. Let's go, Shizzy.
I'm ready to steal. They can tell by the moves on my head. Nito boxed up in my room, now I'm deep in the box of the goddess that watches this land. Ay.
I'm armored up for all situations, +3 and still upgrading. They paint me out to be something hated, still most effective. There's no debating the greatest shield, and I'm blocking ya. And no one checking me except for Raptalia.
Rising of the Shield Hero. Aha. Another one I recognize because of the name of a character. Let's go.
Nah, they love me and I'm making a kill 'em. I never get it twisted, I be moving like a villain. Everything that's on you.
I love that flow. I'm gonna run that whole thing back. One sec.
Still most effective, there's no debating the greatest shield, and I'm blocking ya. And no one checking me except for Raptalia. Nah, they love me and I'm making a kill 'em. I never get it twisted, I be moving like a villain.
I love it when like someone just comes in with like a steady flow and charisma, and then they can throw in those little triplet or double time sections just like as a little sprinkle of spice here and there. We're like, oh, that was nice. You know what I mean? It's not something they do consistently throughout the verse, but it's just a little, there's a bit there, and it's just like, hey, That really livens it up.
Everything that's on you, if you doing something shady, gonna be mine when I finish. I ain't hearing ifs or maybes.
Okay.
Y'all can say you think I'm crazy. Is this how I do my shit? I ain't get this strong by sitting round, and that's just what it is. Bang.
Up in some shot free, we came to party. Haters like them because I got them salty. I got a smart mouth, they wanna hold me.
Sorry, whoa, hold on. I was just gonna comment on how much I like I like Shizzy's verse again. The third kind of solid verse in a row. I really enjoyed the way he switched up his flow and he did that little melodic slow ending, which was nice. Slick just came in out of nowhere. Hold on, I just realized this isn't turned up all the way. I should probably turn this all the way. My bad.
How I do my shit. I
Actually, never mind. That's too loud now.
ain't get this strong by sitting round, and that's just what it is. Bang.
Up in some shot free, we came to party. Haters like them because I got them salty. I got a smart mouth, they wanna hold me. Staff for the wise out, I got it on me. We got a keen edge over about any team. Buff up the gang and I'm there for my enemies. Only buying hostage, you better stop it. Glasses that shine when I'm strategizing, know it's surviving. I'm 23 and I feel like a king.
Now, I'm a fan of Slick. I haven't heard like a whole lot of his back catalog, but I've heard a lot of what I've heard is stuff I like, and I haven't heard him come with this kind of the kind of the monotone, melodic, auto-tuned delivery, which is something I enjoy. I've just never heard him do it, which is really cool.
I'm strategizing, know it's surviving. I'm 23 and I feel like a king. I got a shorty do any and everything for me. I think her name is Isekai. She call me master and get on her knees. Beat anyone up for me. Astral knows him asleep. I might pull up in a griffin. Boy, I'm as fly as can be.
Yeah.
I have to because I can't just sit here fucking circle jerking everyone on this track. I have to finally say something. Hey, hold on, that was wonky. Slick's
I got
delivery.
a shorty do any and everything for me. I think her name is Isekai.
I think her name is Akatsuki. The way you said that was really wonky, but I liked everything else in that verse. The delivery was fun. I like it. You couldn't do like a full song with that delivery and keep my interest, but the fact it's a Cypher verse and it just comes in for whatever it is, like 12 bars or however long this is, and then it's on to the next person doing something different. It's a really nice change of pace, and I like it being that consistent thing. So that was really nice. So we're 4 verses in, all very good, and all doing something slightly different, which I really like. Okay, we're not even halfway through yet, but I'm liking this. This is a solid product.
Boy, I'm as fly as can be.
Yeah. It Tammy, girls call me daddy. Roll with a major elf and Shinigami. Run up at the gate, bare face, no bally, and I punch up a princess. I will know Harry with a gun to a sword.
Punch up a Prince Will, no Harry, Prince Will and Prince Harry. British bars, let's go. I got that one.
Girls call me daddy. Roll with a major elf and Shinigami. Run up at the gate, bare face, no bally, and I punch up a princess. I will know Harry with a gun to a sword fight if they try me. If I run, then it's alright, never find me. Yeah, tai kari no genie te. Kaku tatakairi, and I'm residing in a special region dealing with the fiery, the demon leading military teams. While the politicians scheming, but my hobby is a reason it's a mission that I'm seeking. I'm a born otaku. More than a Yasumi is here.
Okay, I like the flow here is really strong. We've heard Shao mix the Japanese and English. Do I even need some commenting at this point? He just does it really smoothly.
Yeah, tai.
I assume this is Steins Gate? I am so clueless. I feel completely lost. I've never seen any of these series before.
Kari no genie te. Kaku tatakairi, and I'm residing in a special region dealing with the fiery, the demon leading military teams. While the politicians scheming, but my hobby is a reason it's a mission that I'm seeking. I'm a born otaku. More than a Yasumi is here that I'm marooned in a world with elves, cat girls, and dragoons. Kingdoms are lagoons, so don't bring war to my core. My platoon will lay the C4, blow your force like balloon.
No, you can't do this with that.
Didn't like the way he said balloon. He said balloon. I don't know if that's unless that's specifically a thing from that series. I don't think it is. He just said the word balloon as balloon. But yeah, anyway, that was cool. Again, no idea what the fuck he was talking about. I don't know what the series is, but I like the flow. I'm literally just here for how this shit sounds at this point. I'm just here for how it sounds.
Blow your force like balloon.
No, you can't do this without me. I'm not just lucky, but from the 1,000, my skill got me here knocking fortune, no doubt. While ill things are holding the leggings like bouncing, no selling. I don't care what you mean to offer. Never been impressed by the offers. Won't trust an argo with Ben Affleck doesn't start in it. Throw me all your loot now, cause you know I'm winning. If you don't surrender now that I'm taking it from your cards. Scrabble to survive, but I studied this thing was for. Got your mind in a whack. You the coping mechanisms, and I hope that there's a coping record. You, I've been dope after taking you and your crew. My strategic maneuvers. Dominating your city, you're in the hood like a sooner. If you wanna step 3, it's just a lot of Akuna Matata. Not worried about you, that should on your illusion.
Hey, okay, Kadesh Flow. We haven't heard him on on a big track like this before. I've heard Kadesh on Grayson's album and something else. I've heard him somewhere else as well. And he's a very good flow rapper. He writes flows very well, similar to how, like Zach Boucher does, where a lot of the tracks are all about how it flows together and how it sounds, and it's very seamless. And I like the way he switched between the what he was doing there. It switched into a faster flow really seamlessly, and it was very, very clean. Right up until, like, I think the last bar was a tiny bit wonky, but, like, almost everything else I really, really like.
My strategic maneuvers, dominating your city, you're in the hood like a sooner. If you want to step to me, it's just a lot of Akuna Matata, not worried about you, that should argue illusion. It's a problem I call Benny Marvel, youngin' got the burner. All you pigs is acting gluttonous, the ones I gotta murder. If you lying on my name, you'll be dying all the same. Wanna slash your dog, cap up, now he looks like Bobby Shmurda.
God, I wish I knew what that meant. I don't know anything about Bobby Shmurda. Anyway.
Keep the green around me, I'm surrounded by my goblins. Look, this isn't Nick, but you see slime when I go poppin'. I'm not a lone wolf, I move like Ranga when I'm mobbing. When you start rapping, it's not a manga when the volume dropping.
When you start rapping, it's not a manga when the volume dropping. That's a bar. Let's go. Look, I am clinging onto any and all bars I can catch at this point. Mir Blackwell on the big stage. We love to see it. Mir's been on my channel before I've been on his. He's a really interesting rapper. He just has a very unique style and voice and delivery. I like as well, he didn't do like any of the triple or double time flow in here that we've heard basically everyone else do at this point. He was just that 4 on the floor, constant rhythm. I like it. Suits his voice very, very well. And it kind of puts more emphasis on the bars that he's actually saying, you know what I mean? So I'm glad not everyone's doing that, but once again, I'm glad someone's doing it and it's different to what we've heard. That's the only thing that I hear about some ciphers, is when everyone's doing a very similar thing, it's like, I've heard a couple of verses, now I don't want to hear the rest. But with something like this, it's because every verse seems so varied in style, in flow, in like the different deliveries, and there's a very unique cast on this one. I'm really enjoying the differences between each verse.
Start rapping, not a manga when the volume dropping.
Ham Sandwich does need to rap on beat a little bit better though. He was fine the entire time right until that last bar.
Rap is not a manga when the volume dropping.
Look, I just begotten a battle of wits. Now I'm taking over Discord. Mind sharper than a pitchfork. If you ain't with it, no discourse. A true challenge, what I itch for. But the ops really trying to boast. It looks like Izuna won't run from my shooter. Gon' leave him like Riku. They stuck with the ghost. You cannot fuck with my unit. We moving through all of you squares like a 3D chess piece. Ain't take a L since the day I was born. You could bring all your cheats and you still confess me. Trying to come at the king, then you better be ready, cause I say the word, you get sent into orbit. I live for the game. If you trying to play me, the situation getting more.
Ham Sandwich, another guy we haven't heard on like one of these big tracks as well. The Loop Gang, Mir Blackwell, Ham Sandwich, Breton Boy. I love Ham Sandwich verses, man. Again, I don't know what the fucking character is. I don't know what this show is, man, but I like the way he was talking about it. You know what I mean? There's a couple of verses here where I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but I love the way you're saying it. Like, Ham Sandwich, Kadesh Flow, Slick. So far, I just, like, really like their verses, but I don't know what the fuck it's about. So, I'm not here for the bars, really. I'm not here for the wordplay. I'm just here for the flow. I'm here for the delivery. I'm here for the mix. The mix is super clean. It's super nice, and the beat is nice as well.
Live for the game. If you trying to play me, the situation getting more.
When is my enemy stop?
I think it's 10.
Then I duff over 1,000. Always be careful.
Who is that? Ah, I know this anime. It's the hero is overpowered but overly cautious? Something like that. It's one of those ones with a dummy long names. And I know this one because I voiced the main character in an abridged episode, in an abridged version on Evanito's channel. Shout out that one. Go check that out if you haven't. Run it back for GameboyJones coming in here.
Game if you trying to play me, the situation getting more.
When is my enemy stop?
I think it's 10.
Who does that voice? Who is that? There's no like name for it. So I'm not sure who it is.
Then I duff over 1,000. Always be careful, I check my surroundings. But there's no enemy that I ain't counting. No. Level 1 came in this game OP. And I trained every day, got the gains on me. Gotta work fast, can't take the same slowly. Hard work every day, like my brain's go be. Mama mentality, I don't need anyone. I can just do it myself. I don't need anyone.
I got the Mamba Mamba mentality Kobe thing. Yeah.
One hurt him, just know that I got you. I promise that I don't need help. Valkyrie thought you would try me, then realized she couldn't. We trained, now we put it to bed. Summon the hero for hire. Now nobody's higher. The Demon King's gonna be dead.
Yeah, that was cool. That sounded like a good GameboyJones verse. He did his sports references. Let's go sports team. Shout out foot basketball, hockey.
The game, someone snatched to my body. Turn to a goner and we get demonic. Many have fallen, but they not forgotten. I call my goblins and up in the common. Got nothing in common with fools at the bottom. All of my knowledge get turned into options. You got a problem, it's enemy spotted. Who is you stopping? Somebody tell him that it's over for him. I ain't tool count, new overlord. If it's war, I'm unleashing these ghostly hordes. Me and my team showing no remorse. I got weapons and slaves and a billion blades for the smoke. If you trying. So many arms when I call the cocaine. You see me, you dying. You got no class with my golem out. You get infected, a lion.
Wake up, looks like I'm back for death, cause the cycle's never ending, can I catch a breath? What happens next? I know cause I am the best, like deja vu when this man resets. I had to check, trapped in a loop-de-loop, cause with this power my life is all doom and gloom. It's all a mystery, solve it like Scooby-Doo, so I reverse on the track like a Subaru, ayy.
Okay, that's clever. I guess that show has something where, like, repeating days or something. He said something about Groundhog Day at the beginning, but he just did another verse at the end, which was slightly different, but, like, very similar to the way he opened it. That's really clever. I really like that. Hold on, let me talk about Shofu's verse for a second. I was about to talk about how Shofu might have my favorite verse on the track. Then I loved the way RUSTAGE closed it. So I guess bonus points for RUSTAGE, but I think Shofu has my favorite verse. Like the way he did the switch up. Hold on. Like he opens like this, like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. We're going with it.
Got it. I call my goblins and up in the common. Got nothing in common with fools at the bottom. All of my knowledge get turned into options. You got a problem, it's enemy spotted. Who is you stopping? Somebody tell him that it's over for him. I ain't tool count, new overlord.
I just love the way he cranked it up a notch. Like the intensity increase, the flow change.
If it's war, I'm unleashing these ghostly hordes. Me and my team showing no remorse. I got weapons and slaves and a billion blades for the smoke if you trying. So many arms when I call the cocaine. You see me, you dying. You got no class with my golem out. You get infected, a lion.
Wake up.
And I love this ending. Okay, let me say that.
I'm the best, like deja vu when this man resets. I had to check, trapped in a loop-de-loop, cause with this power my life is all doom and gloom. It's all a mystery, solve it like Scooby-Doo, so I reverse on the track like a Subaru, ayy.
He did that. He did like the Subaru joke like a different way. That's just cool. That's just a cool ending. I don't need to let this play out for the homies because this is a fucking VLC file on my computer. So we'll just leave it on that end screen. Sorry if you can hear any background noise, by the way. Someone is vacuuming downstairs. That was a really solid track. I wouldn't say anyone had a like weak verse. The only issue is the verses that I didn't like as much. I don't like them because they ended weak. Most of the verses there were really strong. I really liked Mir. I really liked Ham Sandwich. I really liked Kadesh Flow's verses. But kind of like they just dropped off at the last possible moment. So they kind of left like, you know what I mean? A sour taste in my mouth when the rest of the verse was really good. But yeah, RUSTAGE was super strong. Really like Breton came in with the aggression and all the switch ups in the delivery. Really like Shizzy coming in with that classic charisma that he has in delivery, and then the switch up on the second half. I'm trying to remember the order in my head because it's not written down anywhere. Slick came in like I've never heard him before. He's probably done that before. I'm just not familiar enough with his stuff, but I really liked how he did that and kept up the full way, which like I wouldn't go for in a song, but since it's a cypher with so many different verses coming in and interchanging, it was like really nice and it suited it really well. Then after Slick was it straight to Kadesh? Shwabados. Yeah, Shwabados was solid. One of his like, he has kind of like a collection of very solid cypher verses at this point. I don't think he's done a weak verse. You know what I mean? It's probably not my favorite on the cypher, but at the same time, it's very, very good. So there's nothing really bad I can say about it. It's just a nice verse. Kadesh Flow again, solid. Really, really good and consistent all the way up until the last like 2 bars where I felt like it was a little bit sloppier, but at the same time, it's just a really good showing for him. I want to check out more of his own stuff. Mia Blackwell, as I said, loved that his was a lot more slowed down, a lot toned down, but he kept up like the intense energy and he had some bars in there that were really the focus. Ham Sandwich, just sonically very nice, but again fell off at the end. GameboyJones was very GameboyJones. You know what I mean? I really liked what he was doing. He did like a slightly different flow and rhyme scheme on here than I've heard in some of his recent stuff, where he's doing just like
every day got the games on me. Gotta work fast, can't take the same slowly. Hard work every day, like a brain's go be.
Like I've heard like Connor Quest do that flow a bunch, or like RUSTAGE do that flow a bunch, but I don't think I've heard GameboyJones do that. But there was definitely like some stuff in there I really liked. A solid verse. Shofu's is probably my favorite on the cypher. I'm a big fan of Shofu's music, so I was a little let down when I listened to the Shonen Jump 2, the cypher that RUSTAGE did, where Shofu featured as Bakugo. I know it just felt like a bit of a phoned-in verse, but this one was way, way stronger and probably my favorite on the cypher. And Rustage with like the open and closing segments I thought was really nice. So it's probably like Shofu and Rustage are my two favorites. But that's just a really solid cipher. I'm going to stop talking. I said I wasn't going to make this a 20-minute video, and it's 19 minutes, so I'm going to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching this. If you made it this far, comment below reverse like a Subaru if you made it this far, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.